Hello everybody and welcome. I do apologise, we had a bit of a computer glitch there which shut everything down. Hopefully that is fixed. Hopefully we won't have any more interruptions. I am just going to give it a few more minutes. Just to allow people to come over, and then we will get started. Thank you very much for coming back. It is very much appreciated. I thought we'd lost you all. Yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes. Grab some drinks and light refreshments. I'll grab a big packet of biscuits because I think it's definitely that sort of territory, and we'll get started very, very soon. Hello everybody, how are we doing? Welcome back to Mail by Rail. Part 2. I do apologise, my computer suffered a blue screen of death and died. I had this a little while ago, and GJ, who's in the chat, very kindly helped me out, and it's the first one I've had in quite a long time. Incidentally, GJ, I went through the steps we done last time and it come up with the same page file error, so I've deleted and redone the page file, and fingers crossed it's all good. Anyway guys, we have got Emily standing by as well. I'll bring Emily in just a few moments. We're going to skip to part 2 of this scenario, which starts at Wandsworth Road. So we've skipped about 4 stations down to Wandsworth Road to finish it off. I was having such a good time with that as well, so I think what we're going to do on probably not the next stream but the one after, we will have another go at doing the whole route again, because it's a route I sign in real life, and I was genuinely really enjoying that. But anyway, let's bring Emily back in. If I press that button there, we should have a Emily somewhere. Are you there, Emily? Green dinosaur? You have a different background. I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. Right. Let's jump back into the game. Let's do this. Okay, continue. So here we are at Wandsworth Road. So we've skipped about 4 stations. And we're on our final leg up to the Princess Royal Distribution Centre. So I'm back in the cab. Set this up. See if I can remember where all the controls are. And we've got Locomotive Location Livery to finish up as well. So... because I think the remainder of this scenario will be about 20 minutes, half an hour. It's just the West London line to go. Rightio, we are all set up. I did see the signal was in the off position already. Get my camera angle sorted out. Yep, position 1. It's just what we want to go onto the down Ludgate line. And we've still got the HUD off. Let's get it going. It's working. Stephen Taylor, SJA, Tedbury Pig, and Bob. Peter G, Danny Hummer. We can't hear Emily again. Muted again. You should be able to hear you now, Emily. For some reason, it keeps changing you back to monitor only and muting the output. Yeah, you're doing that on purpose now.
Yeah, I was.
Right, we are off. It is working. Yeah, I think I've got a looming hard disk drive failure on my computer. I think ultimately that's kind of what's going on. I think I need to get a new hard drive. Right, 25, we're just going on to the download. Oh, there's a 460 in Stewart's Lane Depot.
As I said, it's 1999, so I could put those in.
Quality traction. We did drive those a little while ago on one of the streams.
So I've got a photo of one of those on its way to Chartlaken?
Yep, down by Ashford.
Yeah.
That's not there anymore. Chartlaken, it's gone.
It would be a nice little flyer to do, though. Again, it's one for when I can be bothered to make it. Yeah.
Okay, so that is the correct signal that we want for. That takes us on to the down Kensington. So that we're approaching Longhedge Junction. It's not 30 through here, it's 25.
I said Longhedge Junction sounds familiar, so I think you might be right.
And there's a guy that lives on the right, if anyone's on the Facebook groups, called Alan Woodburn, who lives in one of the houses up here, and we always blow a horn and waves as we go past, so there we go.
I bet his neighbours love him for
Hi, Alan. Why no cab lights? Train guy spotter. This is how you would drive it. So we've got the instrument lights on. You wouldn't drive it with the cab lights on. So this is Longhedge Junction. Straight ahead would take us to Poparts Junction and onto the Brighton main line. Okay, these signals are not here in real life. There's no signals here. There's a gantry, but it's for the opposite direction only. The lines immediately to our left are the up and down Ludgates. They take us to the Windsor side at Clapham Junction. So yeah,
U4LT, Richard, what are your thoughts on the government opening school leaver apprenticeships for drivers?
Yeah, now that's a really interesting point. So I've kind of been following that debate from afar, as it were, listening to people sort of saying, well, 18-year-olds are not mature enough. But I disagree. I think if you've got the aptitude and attitude to get through the initial assessment and you can get through the training, then absolutely, why not? I don't think age should be a barrier. I've met 30, 40-year-olds that I wouldn't trust driving a train, and I've met 16-year-olds that I would. I think age is, you know, there is obviously a correlation between age and responsibility, but I think it doesn't apply to everybody. And I think
at the age of 18, you can drink, you can drive, you can get married. You know, driving a train, if you've got the aptitude and can pass the training, which I don't think that many people can, you know, it's like I say, I agree. It's but no, also doing the apprenticeship is really good as well. But that's yeah.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Right, the signals and the speeds are a bit kind of all over the place around this. That's Latchmere number 3 junction we've just passed over, which goes up to Waterloo via the Sheepscote curve. This is Latchmere number 1 junction. They're the wrong way round. Number 1 is from platform 16 and 17 at Clapham Junction. We are now officially on the down West London from this point. And this is Latchmere number 2 junction, which takes you to the London Overground terminating platforms at Clapham. So yeah, it's a bit of a maze around here, but it's you can kind of get from anywhere to anywhere. And the speed along here at the moment in real life would be 30. So I'm not sure what the game's got it set as. So we're yeah, it's got 30 warning there. We're plodding along. Right, Locomotive Location Livery. Sorry, Emily, to interrupt you there. Peter G, third on my screen, number 12.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
We've just missed a 313 going past because of that. Oh, is it reset? Oh, I didn't know this was going to reset. It shouldn't have reset. Okay. Can anyone remember what we had previously, numbers-wise?
Number 4 was one of them. And I don't think did we do more than one? I don't think we did we? No, I don't think.
I think we had
17 was one as well. Can we go from 17? Just to be nice. As well.
Right, I've just realised we've missed a nice bit of the route because we were playing that coming across the River Thames there on the... Some people call it the Battersea Bridge. I believe if you check the sectional appendix, it's officially known as the Connaught Bridge or something like that. As we come through Imperial Wharf. Now, Imperial Wharf doesn't look nothing like this. It's quite a modern station. I think it was only opened in the sort of 2000 era.
One little fact with Imperial Wharf, if you look on the right, as we go through, there is, you've got the sort of little cones poking out the building on the right. If you fly under the map, which you can't do when you're not in the editor, that's actually the Gherkin, just buried.
Oh, okay.
So you can,
I was going to say, interestingly as well, off to the right, you've got Lots Road Power Station, forklifts whizzing around there. It's a nice touch. So we're on the Down West London. We're just coming around to the site, the former site of the Fulham and Chelsea station, which is just past the bridge here.
You know the trick I did miss for this route, actually? Just look, and I've realised it now, and I'm going to go and fix it after the stream. We go past one of the underground depots. I didn't put anything in that. I should have put some of the D-stock in there.
Yeah, we got the depot at Kensington there. Jack HSC's Productions, BR Blue Class 73 Eastleigh. Train got a spotter, GBRF Class 73. Nick Love from India, love from the UK as well. LW Rail, hi Richard, currently driving down to Severn Valley Railway, nice one. We're just going past Stamford Bridge, so if you're a Chelsea fan. Just off there on the left hand side. As we approach West Brompton. I don't know if you're able to put underground stock on here. Are you sort of running on the underground lines on the right? It'd be District Line?
So, for me, I tend to avoid doing stuff like that because it adds a requirement for very, very little gain. So, the VDL, Virtual District Line, from Backdated Train Sim's great. Do not get me wrong. I love the work of Backdated Train Sim, genuinely. But you'd probably if you're running on time, which how often do you run on time in Train Simulator, Richard? You see it for about 5 seconds.
What are you trying to say?
No, but like that is genuinely I could add it in. I absolutely could, and and then on which one was it that I did it on? I think it was the Class 56 spoil train that's on Train Sim Community. I actually did the District Line stuff. Sorry, not the District Line, the Bakerloo line stock on there. Because you sort of roll past that, and there's a like 76 stock train comes past you as you're starting up.
Nice.
So it's you can do it, but I tend to only do it if it's like stock that is worth putting in. If it's for example, you're going under a bridge and there's a line over the top, and you could probably see like a stopping train going over there. If I'm already using that for a different train in this scenario, I would do it. But I wouldn't add a new requirement for that, if that makes sense. That comes into just making it, making it easier to play my scenarios.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So we've just gone under what's known as Earls Court Tunnel, not tunnel. District Line are joining us on the left, just about to go through Kensington Olympia. There's a great model railway based on Kensington Olympia. I think it's called Loftus Road, which does the rounds.
That is a cool railway.
That is a lovely railway. Segue into the Dadrail Model Railway project.
Ooh, so what's going on with the Dadrail Model Railway project?
Well, I've just managed to pick up some HYAs.
I wonder who those came from. Who's supposed to bring them down today but was tired?
Still waiting for my Curascow 66 to turn up, and in the next couple of weeks I'm going to start building the test layout to get all the electronics wired in with the help of GJ and a couple of other people. To see if the concept idea actually works. Right, that's telling me to do 60, so this has kind of got all the old speeds in it, which is, I suppose, expected. If you're on a heavy freight train, you will always want a green here at Kensington Olympia, and you'll want a clear run, because we're about to climb up what is known as Mitre Bridge, which is a rather steep gradient going up towards Willesden. Oh, Silverlink 313, that's quality. So yeah, what will normally happen is we'll phone up and ask for a clear run, and we'll get held on a red here until the signal is able to give us a clear run all the way through. Because many a train have come to grief on the bank. It's not friendly. Train guy spotter. Our next driving turn I've got is on. I say driving turn. Technically, it's a driving turn on Sunday. I'm on an engineering job at Hurst Green Junction on the East Grinstead Uckfield line. Gareth Camp 84. Evening, all fashionably late as always. Yeah, no worries. Part 1 crashed, so we've skipped to part 2 as we come through Shepherd's Bush.
I will actually give you a little Easter egg. If you search on the Trainsim Community website for dad-rail, it'll bring up scenarios that I've made that guy's driven.
Badly.
So it's no, like in real life. So. You know,
of course, yeah.
Yeah, so that it's when he's been whinging and being stuck in a red signal, I'll go, "Oh, what's he doing today?" And I'll make it and train him so I can subject him to that torture again someday. Right, 0 Yankee 45. So it's Factory Junction to Tonbridge, light engine class 73, and Red Hill up to here with a convoy of 66s.
Nice. So the speed limit drops to 30 just up here, about halfway up the bank. So I've shut off the power. That'll roll back quite nicely. We come under the overheads, which is just what we would expect. If you're on a class 73, you need to start the diesel engine at this point. 30 should start somewhere around the signal there. So there's the warning for it. Right, 1 yellow and a U. So this signal doesn't have a theatre box on it in real life. But you would suggest we're going to cross over. Because we're currently on the down West London.
It should run you the fairly standard way. So it should run you... Effectively,
Yeah, so
if you're going to Wilson Junction, the high level platforms, that's where it's going to put you.
it's going to put me into the high level.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to do some shunting around.
Exactly. You've got the propelling control vehicle on the rear of the train, so you're going to do some propelling.
Oh, okay, right. No, that sounds pretty cool. So in which case, when we get up to the next signal, which is red ahead, you can see the gradient here as well. It is pretty steep. Once we get round to the next signal, we will want a position 3 junction indicator. And the next one is the one you don't want to get stopped on with a heavy freight train, because you, especially if it's slippery, you will struggle to get it going again, which is why we do the clear run procedure. So you've got North Pole turn back on the right hand side, just below us to the side of that shed. North Pole depot to the left, which of course is now GWR, but that's where the Eurostars used to be based.
So that's actually a really good example. A Eurostar does exist for train sim. It doesn't really work, but I could put it in there as sort of stationary AI. But that adds a requirement for the scenario that's going to make people less likely to play it for very little game.
So here we go with another, people ask, can you use train sim to learn to drive a train? Yes and no. The signalling again here is incorrect. This would be a position, to go around to Wilson High Level, we'd want a position 3 route indicator. Position 1 would take me onto the southwest goods lines. Position 2 would take me onto the up and down southwest. Main aspect would take me onto the up relief. So yeah, this would be a position 3 in real life. Train guy spotter, there's our two-tone. Last signal was... I can't remember. Importance
Single amber.
I think it was 1 yellow. If you can't remember what the last signal was, you always treat the next one as red. That's the best advice. Train guy, when's the next locomotive livery? Oh, go on then.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's get some numbers in. One yellow, red's now at the end of the platform at Wilson Junction High Level. That is as far as I sign, officially. So are we going to go into the turn back and then do...
Correct.
Fancy. Right, just before we get round into Willesden Junction, then let's do Locomotive Location Livery, Sussex Rail Enthusiast, number 5.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Here we go, in number 5, 10 seconds for the Locomotive Livery Location if you can. What is it? Where is it? Let me know your thoughts. Willesden Junction High Level. This is a common relieving point for us as freight drivers. So it'll either be here or down at Southwest Sidings, which is kind of just off the West Coast main line.
Guys, I'll give you a hint. It's the high numbers that you want at the moment. You don't want the low numbers. You want the high numbers. So like 20 plus is what you want.
Oh, for Locomotive Livery Location there.
Yes.
Sussex Rail Enthusiast has gone 73's Tonbridge West Yard.
Well,
Scottish, how are we doing?
You know, they're warming up, if I give them. Single amber, right ahead.
Looks like I've already got the cooling on signal on the next one. So I'm now in uncharted territory. Although I've driven this route a fair few times when I was doing my driving hours with my mentors, I don't actually sign this, so my route knowledge has expired. So anything that goes wrong now is not my fault. We are now winging it, which is what train driving is. Train driving is just winging it. It's what, do you know what? It's what adult life is, isn't it? We just wing it every day. Talking of winging it every day, wife, could you order a burger? The joys of being married.
Danny, can I have a burger as well?
She can't hear you.
Please.
Got headphones on. Yeah, so this is on my this is on my to learn list. The North Londons.
It's a lovely little route, the North Londons. So let me know when you are stationary, and I will let you know what the change end procedure is here.
We try not to spad the signal first.
For the train guy, the number 20 was basically just that and above. I don't know what's behind that number because I sent Richard a picture. He's cropped it down. I can't remember what he's cropped it down to. So yeah.
1 Mike 01 is at a stand at November Lima 1036 signal over. So I'm going to have to round into emergency.
Are you against the signal still, or?
Oh, request to pass signal at danger approved. I've now got the subsidiary.
Perfect.
But I just dumped the brakes. I've got to wait for the brake pipe to charge up again. Train Guy Spot says everyone do 20 on the next one. I think the location is... The thing is, the location's always gettable if you know it. We do try to kind of spread it around the country a little bit, though, and kind of go all over the place, giving everyone a fair chance.
What I'd say is, the place that that photo was taken at, I went there for the first time today.
So how much attention have you been paying to the stream?
Can I give them the head code of the train that it was, or would that be too much, Richard?
I think we'll have another couple of rounds first.
Right, yeah, okay.
So I'm just clearing the signal in the rear of us.
Correct.
You can't do that in real life. I've got white lights on the back as well. The guard the guard can have the tea and biscuits for that.
I'm not sure you have a guard on this.
No, it probably would have been driver only, to be fair.
Yeah, driver only with post office staff.
Yeah. Rightio. Okay, so we're doing cab shutdown.
I think the scripting might have broken. This might be no. So don't shut the cab down.
Yep.
So insert the mass. So bear with me. Sorry, I'm. Yes. So set your reverser to off.
Change engine to the PCV and propel into the Princess Royal Depot. So reverser to off. Yep.
And then once you have the reverser in the off position, brake lever to released.
Yep.
Set your tail lights.
That's going to be the fun bit, trying to find the light switches.
On the right on the desk.
Compartment foot tail light. There we go. It won't let me click it. Okay, we'll just pretend we've done that.
Yep. Then control minus. And now you're in the PCV.
Dipso.
So, no, not a dipso, a PCV. This, so the difference between this and a dipso is in the dipso you are controlling the loco.
Yes.
In this, you are controlling some lights in the loco that another driver who's sitting in the loco has to respond to. So you're basically using flashy lights to tell the other driver what to do. So powering up the PCV, it's master key on. I think the lights. Yeah, I think the scripting may have broken. So we'll hope that it's just the lights that are broke, and that everything else works as normal. Is that the Pride Panda Armory? No, it's not Sharptails. I've not actually seen that in the flesh yet. The Pride Panda.
Is there a shortcut key for the master key?
Bear with me, I'll have a look. It's... is it not moving? Oh, you got it there.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery
Press L
Location.
on your keyboard.
L, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got no lighting. Oh, yes, I have.
E-
Is that cab light
So
on?
is that... If you press it again, it should go off. I'm just going to get the keyboard commands up. Sorry, I've got the manual up to my side here.
No, it's not turning on or off there.
We may have to pretend then, because I may have somehow managed to break this. So...
Yeah, I've got no controls or nothing. Nothing's happening.
Good to know. Right. Sorry, I'm just...
Should I go to the other end and press buttons?
Control plus, and we'll just go to the other end, and we'll just pretend we're driving from the dipso.
So what lights would it light up, or is that just not modelled on here?
So the lights. So you see to the sort of the left of you on the there's that white box on the sort of front left corner. So
I see.
try to explain this when you've not got it in front of you. Yeah, that box with the AWS.
Yep.
It would light up on there, and you get instructions basically saying take power, whatever. The only controls that are directly controlled in the back is the brake.
Oh, interesting. I suppose we would kind of just use radios now for that. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So obviously back in the day, before they got these, you'd have a 47 run to say Bristol. Comes up here would have to be dragged up by either the 47 or a Gronk. If you wanted to turn on the pack system, which is what it's called, it's Control and O. If that works, because that may have broken as well.
Yes, as soon as I jump into this cab, I can't do...
Yeah, I think the scripting's broken. So... Oh, is it working?
It is now giving me some sort of...
Yeah, I think the...
Yeah, I've now got power but no brakes.
Okay. Make sure you go to the... So what I would do is go Control minus to go back to the 47 cab.
Oh, maybe I do have brakes. Maybe it was just me being a little bit peculiar.
No, the brake pipe indicator's not doing anything. Oh no, maybe you do. You just got them dumped on there.
Yes, the brake cylinder, even... yeah, brake cylinders for... Yes, the brake pipe is where I want it to be.
Yeah, I was just... Okay, if you're happy that works.
Yeah,
You're just going to have to use the HUD. Or what you could do if you're feeling fancy, press F3 to get rid of that HUD, and then press F5, and that'll just give you the speed. that you're doing.
Bang on 15. It's a bit weird driving with no sound though. This is not just me, guys. There is no sound at my end as well from this end of the road.
I think what we need to do is I should just no, sorry, I was going to say something then. It would give him something away about the Dadra Model Railway. Nothing else. Boom. No, it's like I said, I think we may have to sort of delete your train sim and start again. But yeah, I think you need hard drive.
Do that. It took ages to get it all installed.
Oh, that's the joy of simulation gaming, though. It's not actually the gaming; it's the installing all the DLC.
Keith James says, "I wish you had done more on West Coast Main Line over Shat. By far the best DLC of the lot. Includes the famous Morecambe branch line you sometimes go on about."
We need to get you on that.
We did do the 57 scenario on that, didn't we? With the Pendo
I've got
rescue.
heaps of scenarios on that. Yes, we did do that. I've got the 92. I've got a 92 scenario you could do. That'll be coming soon, TM, probably next week. So it's the sleeper stock from Carlisle down to Preston. You can do that if you want.
Nice. Okay, I did put Locomotive Location Livery out a few minutes ago, which I completely forgotten about. Sussex Rail Enthusiast, or is this the same one? It's gone for number 5. Is that the one we've just done?
That was the one. But let's help them out. Let's give them a high number, Richard. Let's be nice.
Go on.
Richard.
Let's press the button.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Train Guy Spotter, no, it's not a Dibso. It is a, what did you say it was, Emily?
Propelling control vehicle.
Propelling control vehicle. Interesting concept.
So this is X class 3 or 5, I think. So X is basically first gen AC multiple unit. Does AWS reset work? Or have you got just been?
Yes, the AWS reset was working for me.
Perfect. But it's quite cool. Like it's basically, like I say, class 3 or 5. So they converted them to be parcels vans. And you just got the driver's compartment, and it's just a fully qualified driver. But they basically just say, give me notch 1 of power, is how it would work, or give me third power. The driver in the back takes third power until it gets them to about the right speed, and then will reset themselves.
So there must be some sort of through wiring there between the front and the back through the coaches.
I wouldn't. It may work on the same basis of, how a Dibso actually controls the loco.
Yeah, you've got the White Star pipe and the control air. But if you had control air, you would just use that. So
is that? I thought that was because it's got a really vague memory. So how TDM works? So TDM, you don't need to modify the coaching stock to work with TDM. It just, from what I understand, the electrical, the impulse for like power, for control changes, goes through the coach lighting. So it's just
interesting.
Effectively, if you've got an AC wave, you can put another wave in there without it clashing too much.
Yeah, a bit like you do.
Understanding.
Very similar to DCC control on a model railway.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically DCC on a real try again, real railway.
As Jack HST Production says, doesn't Dibso use the coach like jumper cables? So I've never signed the Dibso, so I'm not 100% sure on how it works or what it works, but yeah, no, quite possibly. That's interesting. Okay. Is that my one yellow we're going on to, or is that my red? I think that's one yellow.
There should be no more trains moving, so it should just be your signals that offset.
Peter G is the third one on the screen for Locomotive Location Livery with number 33.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
You said the high numbers. 33, 10 seconds, guys. Locomotive Livery Location, if you can.
Hopefully that helps you.
There are definitely some telltales there for that.
Sorry, my camera will be back on momentarily.
Oh, that's the wrong button. There are definitely some telltales on there for the location. Just got to get the right boxes. This is a bit scandalous. This is the Princess Royal Distribution Centre. This is all shut off at the moment. Decommissioned, closed. No more posts on the railways, which is it's a shame. It is a shame.
We get the Class 325s up the East Coast, so there is like the odd movement, but it's nothing on what it used to be. So you get only what equates to a van train now. So the travelling post offices, the post will come over on the ferry, be loaded into the train, and be sorted en route. They don't do that anymore. And that, I think, is really sad. We lost something there. But with the fun little nerd fact about the 325s, they don't do it anymore, but when they used to run up to Newcastle, they get dumped in Tyne Yard sidings.
Yeah.
Basically, it runs up overnight, unloads, goes to Tyne Yard, sits there through the day, then goes back down the next night. Northern would lease them to do route refresh runs for the drivers.
That makes
so they
sense.
would run basically from Tyne Yard up to Alnmouth, then back down again. And it's just cool little nugget. And I need to. I've seen it. I saw the movement once. Didn't have the foresight to get real-time trains up and take screenshots. But that would be a fun one to do. So Willesden, it is. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because there was a company converting 319s to take. I think they were going to move stuff for Amazon around.
That's ROG, I think, is 319s. 321s are Varamis, but ROG 319s are kicking about in parcel configuration.
It's certainly an interesting concept, that sort of being able to just load them at normal station platforms in roll cages, roll on, roll off. It makes local deliveries a lot easier and a lot more feasible.
That's it. I mean, if you look at I'll send you the timetable over after the stream, Richard. Have a look at it. You get stops at like one of the other scenarios I've done in this pack. So the Rail by Mail is meant to be part of a bigger pack. Is Plymouth to Glasgow is one of the ones that came out, and you stop in Exeter St David's, and they would load parcels when you stop in Exeter. It wouldn't just sort of sit there. It wasn't just a pathing break. It was actually a loading break. So it is absolutely, something that, and I think especially in this sort of day and age where we buy everything online now. I bought a bottle of alcohol. I bought it online because I couldn't find it in the local shops. So I think that is definitely a little thing there.
Speeding 6 times, improper horn use 6 times. Oh, dear.
So that is the improper horn use thing. That's a DTG thing, which I don't like that they do. It's a bit like the dispatch before that they do on Trenton World.
Yeah.
It basically it goes. These are the hours you shouldn't use your horn in. Therefore, no matter what, you shouldn't be using a horn. When there are circumstances you would. So I think it's one of those.
That's half the fun of the game is blowing the horn, isn't it? I mean, whenever anyone gets on a steam engine, all they want to do is blow the horn. It's get on the train and blow the horn.
But from purist perspective.
Manorm, Orion Rail Logistics. Yeah, that rings a bell. Definitely rings a bell. Tom, no worries. We are just about finishing up. So, Locomotive Location Livery.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
I've seen some people get within about 30 miles in terms of a location. But I've not seen any better than that.
Should we pick a box? Because we are going to wrap it up pretty soon.
I would love to pick a box.
Go on.
Sorry, I'll let you go first. You're the host. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, this is novel. I'm going to go with number 7 because I think that there's a couple of people that I know definitely in the chat will get this as soon as you get the right box. And someone, Pele, do you rotate these? I absolutely do rotate them, crop them, delete anything that gives it away too much. If you know, you know. Go on, Emily, you can pick one.
Ooh, you know what? You did number 7. I'll do. You don't need one from up there now. I'll do 25. That might help. I can't remember.
25.
that might help. I will give you a song lyric that may help as well, depending on how cheesy your music taste is. This is the one song lyric I know has the name of this conurbation in it. I'm not going to say town or a city because I'm not even too sure myself, but in One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head, the opening sort of monologue, it's Bangkok, it's an oriental city, the city don't know what the city is missing. The creme de la creme of the chess world in a show with everything with you, Brino.
No,
And I need the lyrics in front of me.
You've lost me.
So, hang on, I need the lyrics. Where are the lyrics gone?
GJ says improper horn use equals tea and biscuits for the manager. Not for that.
Since the Tyrolean spa had the chessboards in it, all changed. Don't you know that when you play at this level, there's an ordinary venue? It's Iceland, or the Philippines, or this place.
Oh, cryptic.
It's One Night in Bangkok. It is a brilliant song.
Ashley Coles to 73 test training Ken. You get in there. Jack HST Productions 73 Lewis.
Wrong county. Is that the right county?
If Sussex Rail Enthusiast was in here, I'm sure he would get it pretty quickly. Yeah, Lewis is the right county. There you go. We're giving them lots of information. Let's do another box as well. I'm not sure that one actually helps much. Let me try 18. There is a little something else in there. There isn't because I've cropped it out. What do we reckon? We'll just give you another minute or so. Give you another minute or so and then we'll do a big reveal. Jack HST Productions. It is Sussex. It is Sussex, yeah.
Rick Ashtray. Boom.
Manorm as well, got the location there. Rick Ashtray, that's a great username, isn't it? Rick Ashtray. That is, I say it every time. Manorm's got the location there. Rick Ashtray's got the location. Let's press the button.
It's time to reveal today's Locomotive Livery Location.
If you know, you know. That's the whole thing with Locomotive Location Livery. There is one of these out there for everyone. We do move it around the country so everyone's got a fair chance. That is, thank you very much, Northern Princess Productions. Emily for sending that in Class 73 GBRF at Hastings, local to me.
Also, folks, if you didn't get that one, I would not have got that until today when I went there and went, ooh, that's interesting. So...
It is what it is, though. It is what it is. So, yeah, I'm just going to say thank you to Emily for creating that scenario, which is now available for downloading on the... You tell them.
Yeah, the Train Sim Community website. That and 10 other scenarios. Well, that have gone live in the last 2 days. I've created 125 different scenarios now that are on that website. There is definitely something for you in there. They're all sort of working timetable or like very close to realistic. Go have and play.
Fantastic. And
Richard?
we are going to come back in the next couple of weeks and do part 1 again and actually try and run the whole thing without any errors. Fingers crossed that'll work. My computer's just broken. I know, I'm going to cry. I have to send it off for repair and spend some money and all that sort of thing, which is terrible. But thank you very much anyway for everyone for joining us, and thank you for coming back after the original crash. Pele, Jack, Tom, Manorm, 12, Jack HST Productions, Ashley Coles, Tom, Rick Ashtray, of course, and anybody else who's in. Do really appreciate your support. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing. That would be awesome. Come back tomorrow, we'll do it properly. These are normally a little bit more organised, I promise. Yeah, right. And if you want to follow my day-to-day life as a train driver, you can follow me on social media. I believe you've got some social media, Emily, you might want to promote.
I do. I have Emily on the Rails, which is my personal Twitter account. All opinions expressed within it are my own. I also have a diary channel in someone's Discord server. It's kind of called Dad's Rail, where I post far too much about my daily life and about what I do at work.
And the Discord server is still open for the minute, but more on that another day. So there we go. So I am going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much to Emily for everything. Thank you very much everyone for joining us. I'm going to press that button there. That is going to start the music, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again very soon in another stream or video. And bye for now.